are you? So for maths this week, we're going to continue learning about grouping and sharing. But before we start that, I just wanted to see if you guys remember what these signs are called. Okay, let's start. I'm going to draw a sign and I would love for you to guess what sign I'm drawing. Okay, so what is this sign? Right, it's called the addition sign. Good job, wonderful. I'm going to write down addition so we remember how it's spelled. Addition, good. Okay, now what about this sign? What is this sign called? Let's see who remembers. Good, it's called subtraction, wonderful. Subtraction. Subtraction. Good. Subtraction sign. Or subtract or take away. Remember, we have different words. And then there's the new one that we learned before Easter, right? What is this one called? It's a difficult one. Remember, we practiced it with repeated addition. This one was called multiplication sign. It's tricky for me as well, right? It's multiplication or to multiply, right? Multiplication. Good. Remember, we used it to do the times. 3 times 2 equals 6. Or 2 times 2 equals 4. Right? Those are the times. Multiplication. And then there's a new one that we're learning with grouping and sharing. It's called a division sign. I'm going to draw it for you, okay? Because maybe you've never seen it. Maybe you have. Okay, the division sign is a line like this and 2 dots. Right? That's called a division sign, to divide. Okay, division. I'm going to write division for you. This is tricky to write on the iPad. It's okay. Division. Good. Division. Awesome. So you see the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Good. So what we're going to continue learning is more about grouping and sharing. Okay? So let's go ahead and we're going to, before we start, I just want to remind you what grouping was, okay? Remember grouping, this is how we spell grouping. Grouping is when we have a lot of objects and we put them into groups. Remember, they always have to have equal groups. Remember, equal groups means that they have the same number of objects in each group. Equal means the same. Good. So right now I'm going to go ahead and grab a new addition, a word problem that I created that will help you learn more about grouping. Okay? So here, I know some of you love the little poop emojis, don't you? You guys are too silly. Okay, so you can see here it says there are 10 poop emojis. And it tells us to circle groups of 2. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to circle groups of 2. Okay, let's see. I'm going to do it this way. 1, 2. Right, there's 2 poop emojis in each circle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Good. So I have 10 emojis. I circled groups of 2. How many groups do I have in total? Let's count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups. Wonderful. And when you're practicing division, you do just this. You use grouping to do division, right? So we're going to start with a big number first. We started with 10. We started with 10 emojis, right? And we put it into groups of how many? Of 2. Good. So we divided it divided, that's the division sign that we just learned, into groups of 2. What does it equal? How many groups are there in total? There are 5 groups in total. Good. So 10 divided by, when you dot my is, divided by 2 equals 5. Wonderful. Good job. We're going to do 2 more examples together, okay? Let's see if you can stop and do it by yourself. Let's see. Okay, ooh, that's a lot. Oh my goodness, how many puppies are there? Wow. There are, it says right here, there are 30 puppies. Circle groups of 10. Ooh, we're going to do big numbers today. My goodness, that sounds hard. So let's see. We have 30 puppies, and we need to circle into groups of 10. Okay, let's see. How am I going to circle into groups of 10? Let's see. I see 5 in the first row and 5 in the second row. So I'm going to circle 2 rows at one time. 10, one group of 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, just making sure that I have 10 in each group. 10, and then the last one, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good. I do have 10 in each group. Good. Awesome. So I started with 30 puppies, right? You can see it here. All of these 30 puppies. And I put them into groups of 10. 10, 10, and 10. Awesome. And then how many groups did I have in total? I have 3 groups. 1 group, 2 groups, and 3 groups. Wonderful. So remember, to show division, you start with your total. How many puppies did you have at the beginning? You have 30. And you divide it by, how many did we put into each group? We put 10 puppies into each group. So we divided by 10. And how many groups do we have in total? We have 3. Wonderful job, boys and girls. I hope you tried it by yourself. Okay, let's see. So 30 divided by, I'm going to write divided by just so it reminds me what I have to say. Divided by 10 equals 3. Good job, boys and girls. You did so wonderful, okay? I can't wait to see your work, and I can't wait for all your math learning, okay? Have a great day today.